The National Honor Society was established in 1921. Throughout its history, it has four main purposes, which are to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character in the students of secondary schools. The National Honor Society has been an important organization at Millis High School for the school, the community, and the students. We will now see an interview with Mr. O. This is Mr. Oliphant. He's the head of the Millis chapter of the National Honor Society, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions. First question is, could you just tell us a little bit about the National Honor Society?
Well, the Honor Society is a national organization, and there are chapters in high schools all over the country. So that's why this is the Millis chapter of the National Honor Society. It's an organization that's looking for students who are scholastic achievers and people who also have good character and perform service in their community, either in the school or outside of the school.
Alright, could you just tell me how long you've headed the Millis chapter of the National Honor Society?
I don't know, I'm getting so old, I can't remember. I think it's been about 10 years, something like that, so it's been a while.
Okay. What are the prerequisites of getting into the National Honor Society? Like, what kind of things do you have to do?
Well, I'll tell you the procedure that we go through, and I think that'll make it clear. Okay. The first thing we do is, at the present time, it's possible this could change, but at the present time, we look at students' grade point average at the middle of the junior year. And students who have a grade point average of 85 or higher are then invited to submit information to to a committee, a faculty committee that includes leadership positions that they've held either in the school or outside of the school, service activities that they've performed either inside or outside of the school, and some information about other things that they've done. And then what happens is that information is shared with the entire faculty, and the whole faculty of the school looks at it and makes some attempt to rate in some way or other how that student stands up in terms of their perception of the characteristics of an honor society student. And then the committee of 5 faculty members, and I chair that committee as the advisor to the Honor Society. Those 5 faculty members then vote on whether a person should or shouldn't be accepted into the Honor Society on the basis of character, service, and leadership, because the academic component is taken care of in terms of grade point average. So that's the procedure for choosing people, and it gives you a fair idea about the standards that are used. We look at the standards that are put out in the National Honor Society handbook and share all those characteristics, all those different things that might consist of leadership or service with the faculty, so that they have those in mind when they're making their decision about what they think. It's the committee of 5 faculty members, however, that actually makes the decision with the advisement of the faculty, if you will. In other words, with the information, the input from the faculty.
All right. What are some things that the National Honor Society has done in the past for the community or the school?
Well, during the past, mostly we have done things inside the school system. And the major thing that we've always done is tutoring, so that Honor Society members have been tutoring other students in the high school in subjects that they feel particularly competent to tutor. And we've done tutoring also with middle school students and with some elementary school students. In the case of the middle and elementary school, sometimes the Honor Society members are acting more as mentors and less as tutors. In other words, they're sort of modeling what a person would be like as a good student, and trying to get younger students organized in their studies.
All right, and finally, for the upcoming students who are going to be inducted or want to be inducted into the National Honor Society, what kind of things do you look for in a student when voting them in?
Well, it should be pretty clear, I think, that we're looking to see whether they've significantly contributed to their community, whether it's in or outside of the school. And to some extent also the extent to which they've acted as leaders. But of course that's, you can take leadership rather broadly. If a person is doing a lot of things in the community, they're leading by example and they aren't necessarily in charge of something, but they're certainly showing people what it is to be a good citizen and to sort of model good behavior, if you will, as a member of society. So that, in addition to academic success, that's really the major component, whether a person is doing things that show that they have an understanding of the fact that they have a role in the broader society and they're not simply living for themselves, if you will. And that was the original purpose of the Honor Society, was to honor academic success, but also to try to pick out students that went beyond that and were good citizens in their community.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Induction into the National Honor Society is an amazing accomplishment for a student, and induction night can be a great night. Here's a clip of what a normal National Honor Society induction night is like at Millis High School.
Tonight we are gathered to honor 18 deserving students in the classes of 2002 and 2003. The high school careers of these students have exhibited their dedication to scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Now I would like to call the new members to the stage. Unfortunately tonight we are going to be missing Michelle Eburn, who should be inducted tonight, but she is sick. Bonnie McBride will be escorting Jessica Hager to the stage. Catherine Jardin will be escorting Tarita Cho-Van-Koon to the stage. Samantha Tosi will be escorting Ashley Talbach to the stage. Danielle Stevens will be escorting Katie Kilmartin to the stage. Jen Rich will be escorting Ashley McElroy to the stage. I'm sorry. Jen Rich will be escorting Ashley Talbach to the stage, and Samantha Tosi escorted Ashley McElroy to the stage. Jody Johnson will be escorting Alicia Watson to the stage. Sarah Patsky will be escorting Carolyn Glicklick to the stage. Sarah Okalita will be escorting Derek Anderson to the stage. Andrea Malouf was to be escorting Michelle Eburn, who is absent. Kathleen Edison will be escorting Jane Coulter to the stage. David Broniger will be escorting Crystal Perkins to the stage. Kathy Morse will be escorting David Waters to the stage. And Megan Wellahan will be escorting Herbert Lannon to the stage. The candle of knowledge has been lit in the center of the table, representing our eternal quest for knowledge. Membership in the Millis High School chapter of the National Honor Society is earned through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that are held in high esteem by the society. These qualities will be symbolized by lighting the 4 candles. I would now like to call up Vice President Jody Johnson, Treasurer Sarah Patsky, Recording Secretary Jennifer Warnick, and the corresponding secretary, Bonnie McBride. Come up.
Scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way. Through diligence and effort, learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have to charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Service. My office is service. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of a day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need, without monetary compensation or without recognition, is a quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a substantive charge to each of our members and to the candidate.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character which guides one through life and, when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as reliability, honesty, and sincerity, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
Now the inductees and present members will rise and repeat the pledge. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. We will now present certificates of membership, sashes, and pins to the inductees. You can take a seat. And blow out your candle, please.
What you want and I'll tell you what you get.